My boss called me into his office at 9 a.m. and said, "We found the drugs in your desk, Jordan. Security is already on their way up." I hadn't brought drugs to work. I'd never used drugs in my life, not even in college. "What are you talking about?" I asked. He opened a clear plastic evidence bag. Inside were small white pills, maybe 30 of them. "These were in your bottom desk drawer, found during this morning's random compliance search. I've never seen those before. Someone put them there. They're oxycodone, Schedule 2 controlled substance. Possession alone is a felony. We've already contacted the police." 2 security guards appeared at his office door. They walked me to a conference room on the first floor and made me wait. Didn't let me touch my phone. Didn't let me call anyone. Didn't let me explain. The police arrived 20 minutes later. 2 officers. One read me my rights while the other put me in handcuffs. They walked me through the main lobby in front of every person I'd worked with for 3 years. I saw Melissa from accounting cover her mouth. Saw David from IT shake his head. Saw everyone staring at me like I was already guilty. I spent that night in a holding cell at county lockup. My parents drove 4 hours and posted bail the next morning. $15,000 they'd pulled from their retirement savings. My lawyer said the evidence looked terrible. Drugs found in my personal desk drawer. My fingerprints would obviously be on the drawer handle. My word against physical evidence. "Did anyone else have access to your workspace?" she asked. Everyone had access. Open floor plan. No locks on the desks. Anyone could walk by at any time. "Did anyone have a specific reason to want you gone?" Then I remembered something. 2 weeks before the search, I'd filed a formal complaint with HR about Mitchell Crane. He'd been harassing a new hire named Amy, cornering her in the break room, making comments about her body, standing too close in the elevator. She was 22 and terrified of losing her first real job, so she stayed quiet. I didn't stay quiet. I reported every incident I'd witnessed. Mitchell had been furious when HR called him in. He'd screamed at me in the parking garage that night, called me a rat, said I'd regret destroying his reputation over nothing. I told my lawyer everything about Mitchell. She subpoenaed 2 weeks of security footage from the office. Every camera, every angle, every timestamp. The footage from 6 days before the search showed Mitchell at my desk, 6:47 a.m., before anyone else had arrived for the day. He looked around twice, opened my bottom drawer, put something small inside, closed it carefully, walked away. The whole thing took 20 seconds. That's all the time he needed to frame me for a felony. My lawyer also pulled Mitchell's complete personnel file. 3 prior harassment complaints from 3 different women over 5 years, all quietly settled. All victims paid to sign NDAs and leave the company. And she found something else. Mitchell's cousin Tyler worked for SecureCheck, the third-party company that conducted our office's random drug compliance searches. The search on my floor wasn't random at all. Tyler had scheduled it specifically, 2 days after Mitchell planted the pills in my drawer. We brought everything to the district attorney, the footage, the timeline, the family connection between Mitchell and the search company employee. The charges against me were dropped within 1 week. The DA opened a new criminal investigation, this time into Mitchell. They got a warrant for his apartment, found more oxycodone in his bathroom cabinet, found the CVS receipt for the exact pills planted in my desk, found text messages to his cousin Tyler, planning the whole setup step by step. Mitchell was arrested at work on a Wednesday afternoon. Same lobby where they'd paraded me out in handcuffs. Same audience of coworkers watching through the glass doors. He was charged with drug possession, evidence tampering, filing a false police report, and criminal conspiracy. Once news of his arrest spread, the harassment victims came forward. 3 women who'd been paid to stay silent. 3 more charges filed. Mitchell's bail was set at $75,000. His parents mortgaged their house to pay it, but the charges kept multiplying. The company terminated him within 48 hours of his arrest. They issued a formal written apology to me, gave me a promotion, 6 months of back pay, a private office with a door that locks. Mitchell's trial is scheduled for next month. His lawyer keeps filing motions to delay. The prosecutor told me he's looking at 4 to 8 years if convicted, on all counts. I saw him at the courthouse last week, waiting alone for a preliminary hearing. He looked smaller than I remembered, wouldn't meet my eyes when I walked past. He spent 2 weeks planning how to destroy my career. I spent 2 weeks watching him destroy his own.